Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Nick of the Financial Ace here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use ads for phone flipping. Now we're going to go over two types of ads. These are both Facebook ads, but we're going to be going over paid ads as well as free ads. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what phone flipping is or why you should be posting ads for it, let me break that down for you right now. Alright, so let me just give you a brief example of phone flipping. Let's say you go and buy an iPhone 8 for $300. And then the next day you go and sell it for $400. Well, you just made $100 and that's what phone flipping is. Now, normally when we do this, we use apps like Facebook, letgo, Marketplace, Mercari, and the list goes on by just buying phones from messaging with sellers and then going out and buying the phone, then reposting that phone on the same platforms and selling it for a markup. However, with this method, you'll actually have people coming to you. Now, what I mean by this is when you post a phone flipping ad, your inbox will start to get flooded with all these messages with people wanting you to buy their phones. Now, the main reason you would want to do this is leverage. Now, what I mean by this is when someone's reaching out to you for you to buy their phone, you have the leverage, you have the power, you have the cash, you have the upper hand, which means you'll get a better price when negotiating because you have the upper hand. Another great thing about phone flipping is people will be coming to you instead of you going to them. Now, the upper hand here is you'll save a ton of time from messaging all these people. Now, what you'll have is you'll wake up and your phone will be flooded with messages with all these people who want you to buy their phone. Now, like I mentioned before with leverage, what this allows you to do as well is get phones for such good prices that you can then buy them and resell them under market value. That way you're selling and buying a phone every day, you have constant cash flow coming in, and that way you don't run out of money for ad spend or more phones. And it's an important thing to remember in this business is this business doesn't have a huge overhead, so don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money on marketing as it will accelerate your sales and eventually lead to you making more money. Alright, so now that you understand what phone flipping is and what phone flipping ads are, I'm going to show you how to create these ads. I'll show you how to create the creative, which is the ad picture, how to write the copy, which is the text in the ad, and how to use those together to get you a ton of messages. Now, pretty much what you're going to be doing here, at least for selling phones, is taking a picture of a phone with a bunch of cash around it saying, "We pay cash for phones." That's what you'll write on the actual creative. You'll write that on the picture. You will not write that as the title, okay? Now, what you're going to do next is in the description, you're going to explain how you pay cash for phones in only a couple lines and a couple brief words. Also use emojis so Facebook can't catch on to what you're doing. Alright, so like I said before, what we're going to do is create our creative now. So what we're going to start with is we're going to lay down a bunch of cash. Lay that down just like that. And then I have an iPhone 8 right here that we're going to put on top. So now that the iPhone 8 is on, you can see what the ad is going to look like. First, we're going to start with the creative, so let's hop into my computer for this. Alright, so we're going to quickly do one more in a different style so you kind of know what I'm talking about. I'll also show you an example from the last Christmas ad I did. So again, we're going to go to Instagram post right here. We're going to go down to uploads. We're going to upload a different picture because we've already used one of those. I think I did PDF. Yeah, so we'll use this guy right here. Let's see, it's loaded in. Yeah, we'll pull that up. And what we're actually going to do is... So all I've done is pulled up another one of the pictures that I took right here. We've cropped it down to size. I'm going to darken it a tiny bit just because it's a little bit bright. That kind of gets rid of the phone. Maybe I'll brighten it up. Yeah, so you kind of see the mistake. I let the light come from this side here and it kind of made the photo not look that great, but it's just an example. So we're going to pop over here, grab some text. A really great font to use, I know in Canva, is Alio. Definitely try that. Let's just add a heading. Go to Alio like this. Click on that. Make it a bit bigger so we can see it. It'll be white. Sure, I cut that out of here. I'm gonna bold this. You could do something like cash for phones and stretch it out. So, like I said before, you could put it on the bottom. This one is a little bit easier. You could do something like this, so it pops a little bit more. You could do, maybe put it at the bottom and put yellow so it contrasts with that brown, like I said before. So you could do something like just that, cash your phones, make something that pops, and play with everything. Play with your font sizes, your colors of your text. Play with everything, figure out what works best for you and what's going to convert best, and then roll with that. Alright, so there are two methods of showing Facebook ads I'm going to show you. One way is free, like I mentioned before, and one way is paid. Now, before everyone just jumps and says, Nick, why would I even pay if there's a free option? Let me explain both of them very clearly so you know why you should use both. Now, using free ads, in my experience, is kind of a way to get your account banned or shut down or on a blacklist almost. In my experience as well, I've never had an account shut down or banned. I've just got multiple warnings and then my ads take longer in review processes. Now with this free method, it's going to work on most platforms, but we're going to use Facebook for this example. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to post and write the copy for the free ads. So what I have open right here is just my Facebook Marketplace, which is what I primarily use to buy and sell my phones. So I actually did find something really quick I want to show you guys. So if I scroll down here, I came across, this thing right here. This is an ad right here. These people are doing the same kind of thing. You can do this with any electronic, flipping with any electronic, but these people are doing it with cameras. You can see right there, they use pink text. They have cash right there. I buy DSLR cameras. So what this person probably does is finds people who want to sell their DSLR cameras for cheap and then goes around and sells them for more and probably does quite well doing it. This is a great example of what we're about to do. So to get this done and post it, what you're going to do is go right to here to sell something. You're going to press item for sale, select a category, you're going to put it in mobile phones. What are you selling? You could be selling in, let's put iPhone 8, 64 gigabyte, locked, or something like that. For the price, maybe put it, like I said before, we could do something like a clickbait, so how about we do this one as lower? So let's do $200, this location there. We'll upload a photo here. So we're going to go down to here, here. That's not it, go back one, and we use this ad right here. Cool. So now we have the picture and put it in there. Now, you're going to write the description for this. Like I said, keep this short and sweet. No more than 5 lines. Use line breaks, and I'll write a description right now. Let's do cash for iPhones. Pull up a emoji. If I can get it to run here. Sorry, my computer's extremely slow for this kind of thing. Okay, cool. So we'll put a little cash emoji there. Cash for iPhones. We'll put message us, and it's always important as well as just another tip. It's always important when doing any kind of advertising. Always say we, always say us, and make it sound like you're either like a company and you have more than one person. It just sounds more professional. Strength in numbers. That's just what I do. So we have message us if with. Let's do message us with info about the phone you would like to sell. We will come pick it up with cash. So literally something easy like this, literally 3 lines, 3 different line breaks. We just say cash for iPhones, message us if you have an iPhone with information, and we'll come pick it up with cash. Now, it's really important to keep this as simple as possible and keep it congruent. Make sure you're saying we and everything, and make sure that everything looks nice and put together. So now that you have this up, all you're going to do is press next. And what I also recommend you do if you're doing phone flipping is join all these buy and sell groups that are near you and then post your ads to that too. So that's what I'm going to do right here. So I'm going to click on all of these. I think you can post to 10 different groups, including Marketplace. So let's do post to a couple of these. Actually, no. On computer, you can post as many as you want. On your phone, you can only post to 10. So we're going to do publish. And yeah, so we have our listing right here, cash your phones. So just simple like that. And that's how to do the free ad method. Alright guys, so we just went over the free method on how to use ads, and now we're going to go into the paid method. But before we do that, I actually just want to show you guys, I just got a message for that ad that we literally posted maybe 2 minutes ago. So let's see what this person has to say, and let's also show you how to deal with the paid ads first. Okay. Cool. So what we're going to be running here is a lead generation ad. So that's what we're going to click right down here is lead generation. Actually, no, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. This is for a marketing agency that I own. We're actually going to be running this as a messages campaign, meaning we're going to be running this to try and get messages from people. So messages, we're going to do campaign name is YouTube test 1. We're not going to do a split test. We're going to do a daily budget. As far as your budget goes, what I recommend you guys do is use a $10 a day budget, and don't use it every day. Use it maybe like 3 to 5 days a week at max, and you should be buying a boatload of phones from all the messages you'll be getting. So we're just going to put in a daily budget, even though we're not going to actually run this one. So let's just do 10. We're going to turn off, this is what I mentioned earlier, turn off campaign budget optimization or CBOs. You don't need that, so let's just turn that off. Cool. So we're going to hit continue here. Message destination, yeah, messenger, that's what we want right there. Create new audience, yeah, custom. Okay, so we're going to go create new custom audience. So what is this? They changed this so much. So this is a pretty broad targeted ad. So what we're going to do is narrow this down a bit. So at least with the, let's go the location first. So New Canada, and we're actually going to do go here. Yeah, so that is all good right there. That's where I want that. Yeah, so I don't know why that's not include. Sorry. Okay, cool. So now that we have that included, for age, you're going to want to put this lower. Not that many 65-year-olds have phones they want to sell you, so I would put it down to 18 to probably 40 is fine. As you can see, we're getting all sorts of messages from this ad we literally just put up, so the free ad method does work. All genders, yep, that's fine. All demographics, interests, and behaviors. Okay, so if you do live in a larger place like me, it could be a good idea to do a little bit more of a targeted ad. I literally have done this where I've targeted for iPhone and do that as interests, huge interest still, 370,000 people, and just for iPhone. And we're not going to exclude or narrow in anymore. That's a pretty good reach, so that's all good there. Languages, we're actually going to set this to English. I live in a place that's very, very bilingual, or multilingual, sorry. So let's get this going here. So I'm going to save this audience as West Coast Tech odd one. So West Coast Tech is the company I use for this. What do we have here? Okay, yeah. So we're going to do a daily budget, like I said, of $10. Like that. Cool. And we're going to show more. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to next. Identity. So I'm seeing a problem here. There's an image. Yeah, okay. So there are a couple ways you can run this ad. You can either do a page post, so you create the post on Facebook on the page before that, or you can do what I'm doing now, which is just create it in here. I recommend you use existing posts, so that's actually what I'm going to do just to save time and for the purpose of this video. So when I click use existing post, I'm going to select a post. There's only one we can use. So as you can see here, I'm just going to break this down for you so this can be understood. Yeah, so let's see, desktop, mobile, Instagram, yeah, so this is what the ad's gonna look like. Like I said, it's super easy. We pay cash for phones, send us a message, and get cash now. That's pretty much all this one says. And it has one of the pictures that I created in Canva. It's not the same one that I used. When you're doing paid ads, you're gonna want a little bit more professional looking pictures. Even this one, right, sorry about that, I got cut off there, but pretty much what I was saying is this was created as well on Canva quickly, and it doesn't look that great. But the post does look alright, and this is what will come up, and then people will just click this right here, send you a message, and then you'll talk to them through there. Pretty much all you're going to do from here is going to scroll all the way to the bottom and click confirm, and then set that all up in there, and your ads are going to be ready to go. So that's how to run paid ads. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up today's video on how to use ads for phone flipping. I hope this helped out. If it did, remember to comment below and tell me how much it helped you. And with all that being said, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.